Hey everybody, welcome to our new comic book day video where we tell you about this week's new comics.
That was very professional, Dr. Quinza.
Thank you, Dr. Isley.
I forgot my badge. I'm slipping into madness. Don't worry. First book we have tonight, or today, is Black Widow, Widow's Sting. It is written by Ralph Macchio. Yes, you heard that correctly. The art is by Simone Buonfantino. In the criminal underworld, Magia boss Silvermane is making a move, and S.H.I.E.L.D. has sent an agent to investigate. But that agent disappears before reporting anything, so now they have to send in Black Widow to clean everything up. That sounds really pretty. I like it. You should get it. But yeah, they had 2 covers of that one.
Our next book is Colonel Weird Cosmogog. The writer is Jeff Lemire. The artist and cover artist is Tyler Crook. This is a 4-part miniseries. From the world of Black Hammer, Colonel Randall Weird leaves Black Hammer Farm to journey through space and time as he tries to remember what he's doing and when in time he's at. So I did flip through this one, and very much so all the time he's like, "Who are you? Where am I? What's happening?
I like it.
What am I doing?"
He's got that prospector vibe going on.
Yeah.
All right, this next one is The Crow Leith. Number 1. It's from IDW. It has a writer is its writer is Tim Seeley, and the artist is Elias Kyriazis. I get the hard ones this week. That's fine. Null doesn't remember who he is. All he knows is he's able to endure horrific violence on his body and not feel any pain. Other performers with that he performs with, I think you said Circus.
I think
yeah.
Circus.
They begin dying, and Null starts to remember his past. So this actually looks really, really cool. And I mean, if you love The Crow, this is definitely a get. So you should get this one.
Okay, you can pick that one.
I'm going to do this one too because I'm subscribed to it. So this is Dark Knight's Death Metal, Rise of the New God. It's written by James Tinian IV and Brian Hill, and the artists are Jesus Marino and Nick Varela. This is, of course, part of the Death Metal series. It's a clash of the evil gods for the fate of the DC multiverse. After the Darkest Night channels crisis energy and becomes the most powerful he's ever been, this explores his new power. And he also sets his sights on betraying Perpetua to remake the entire DC multiverse in his own twisted image. So this is like big bads. This is going to be a really cool one. And I really like the cover art. It's kind of grim and dark and spoopy. And it doesn't do the big typical neon metallic-y shiny thing. Oh my god! Oh, that's cool. You're going to like that. There's like art things in it. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
So the next one is Giga.
This one looks cool. I love it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite cover.
It does look interesting. The writer is Alex Packnadale, and the artist and cover artist is John Lay. I'm not gonna say it's Lee because
it's only
one E. Giga is the name of the giant robots that once fought in a centuries-long war. Now, the dormant Giga are humanity's habitats and gods. Evan, a disgraced engineer, finds himself, or he doesn't find himself. He finds a murdered Giga, and then suddenly, after he finds this murdered Giga, chaos ensues.
Wait, so they live on them? And they used to be gods?
They live inside of them. So, like, they're giant robots, and they've made cities inside of them.
Oh,
but also, so cool. They worship them as gods.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, this is DC Black Label. This is Last God Songs of Lost Children. Seems like mouthful, but the cover is beautiful. So 10 years after the Battle of the Black Stair, Queen Sianth and her handmaiden journey to poverty-stricken villages outside of Tirgalad. This is where they live. After encountering a real-life monster, she realizes the tales of monsters are more than just folklore. So it's got a really cool fantasy element, old world. It's really, really neat.
This one is also just a one-shot, so if you've been reading the Last God books, this one can go... If you've been reading the Last God books, this one can go along with it, and if you haven't been reading them, you can read it on its own, because it's just a one-shot.
It's pretty cool. I like that one. Put that one up there.
Yeah. Okay, so for our next book, we've got The Legacy of Mandrake the Magician. The writer is Erica Schultz, and the artist, there are multiple artists. It is, and by multiple I mean two, it's Diego Garibaldi and Juan Pablo Massa.
Ooh.
So this book is about a girl named Mandy Paz. She is a regular high school student, but she has a secret. She has the ability to use magic, but that magic doesn't always do what she wants it to. And then suddenly strange things start happening in her town, and she decides that she's going to take action and go find the root of the town's problems and try to figure out why all these weird things are happening.
She looks like Doctor Strange and Zatanna had a baby with like rainbow hair, and I love it.
Well, I think also, like, the girl on the cover, I think, is her, but she doesn't look like that. She actually has long purple hair that has the sides shaved.
Sides, yeah.
I think. Or this character could be a different character than this, and she's just dreaming about that character. Not 100% sure.
It's still gorgeous.
Yes.
I love it.
Either way, it looks good, and it sounds decent.
That's really cool.
And it's always good to have witchy stuff right before Halloween.
Yes. We're about that life. All right. Our next one is
Rick and Morty and Morty and Rick and Morty and Rick.
She has been doing that all day.
I have.
So the writer is Sam Maggs. This is Rick and Morty Ever After. Our artist is Sarah Stern. Rick and Morty are sucked into a fairy tale world, but this is Rick and Morty, so of course it's gonna take a really weird turn. This is gonna be just a 4-part miniseries, but yeah, Rick and Morty Ever After.
And it did point out in the description of the book that it is not Cinderella fairy tales. It's not Disney fairy tales. It's the Grimm.
I knew it would have to be that. It would have to go there.
it didn't take the.
That worked out.
It's not the simple one. Or the edited versions. Anyway, so next is Sympathy for No Devils. The writer is Brandon Thomas, and the artist and cover artists, yep, that's a thing, is Lee Ferguson. Winston Wallace is the last of humankind in a world filled with demons, monsters, and ghouls. Now the world's largest colossal has been murdered, and Wallace has to help solve the case because his ex-partner asks for his help. So he's not excited about living in a world filled with monsters.
Oh, that's creepy. I like it.
He's this guy. The human is this guy. If you couldn't tell from, like, the normal skin color instead of the green or the blue, but...
Impartial to green. I have to do it every time.
There's a little squirrel creature with, I don't know if those are little horns, but that's cute.
Like Harry, like, there's a squirrel. All right. So this is another book that is a one-shot. It comes from the pages of The Goon. You can see the title, The Unholy Boys versus the Future, because this is a family show. Well, you can read. Smitty, Specs, Pee-wee, Charlene, Roscoe, and Kid Gargantuan go on an adventure when they accidentally turn their bike into a time machine. So this is a nice little fun thing right off of The Goon. I mean, little fun thing. It's The Goon, so there's some darkness, but yeah, it's pretty sweet. So it's just a one-shot, and if you love The Goon, you should totally get it. Yeah.
All right, so that's all of the comics that we're going to talk about for this week. There's more. Obviously, there's one that we're not going to talk about because there's only a few left on the shelf, and it's going to be first come, first serve. Sorry.
We love you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's okay. So,
Finger guns.
yeah. So you may have noticed we are dressed up all day today, by the way.
We were all day today.
As Harleen.
And Poison Ivy. Pamela Isley, but then I took off my name badge, and I'm a little greener, so...
She made me a name badge and everything. It's all
her
fancy.
Security clearance to come interview me.
It's nice. I had to put on makeup last night. And then take it all off. Took 2 hours to put it on and 10 seconds to take it off. It was exciting. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how we're excited because it was recently confirmed that Harley and Ivy got married in the Injustice book.
Yeah!
It's coming out digitally, not physically. So if you are interested in reading that story where Harley and Ivy get married, Injustice by DC. Not sure which one. Maybe Injustice 3? Or is it just called Injustice?
Injustice, it was the prequel thing.
Okay.
But we saw it. I shared it. I was hyped for it.
We saw that the other day. And then we decided to dress up as the characters. Actually, we made that decision a couple weeks ago. But
we did.
And then this weekend is going to be another After Hours with Sammy and Crystal episode. And we will be talking about... you say the title of it because I forgot.
The Cycle of Life and Death, Poison Ivy. It's just one book. It probably should have been more. Totally should have been more. I love it. It totally should have been more.
We talk about this weekend, so tune in on Sunday at 6 p.m. That will come out on our YouTube page and also on our Facebook page. Other than that, though, that is it for today. So we'll see you when you come in, and have a good day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.